Hello guys, welcome back. We all are working on servers every day, virtually or physically. Sometimes there might be a requirement to add extra storage to your EC2 server, or you may need to attach another volume drive to your running server. How you will do it? In this video, I'll show you how we can add more storage to our server and attach an existing EBS volume to an EC2 instance and access it. So let's start first creating a volume and EC2 instance for our demo. Guys, if you have not yet subscribed my channel, please do subscribe it now. You will get notified when I upload more videos. Log into your AWS Management Console. Go to your EC2 section here, okay, EC2 services, and you can see here we have one instances and one instance is running, if you can see in the dashboard. So let me go and check the instances. So if I go here, you can see in the storage section we have a volume added and the volume size is 30. I have already the instance and the EC2 server is running. Okay, so you can see here the volume ID and the volume size is 30, and this is the root volume. Okay, this is the root volume. Let's go ahead and create another volume and we'll see how we can attach the volume into it, and also if we need, how we can increase the storage of that volume. So let's go ahead, go to your volume section over here. Okay, volumes. We have the default volume which is attached to the current EC2 server, and this is the root volume. Okay, now let me go ahead and create another volume here. Let's just get it GP2, general purpose SSD, and I don't need 100 GB. Let's make it as 20 GB. Okay, for the demo. So let's have it availability shown, because the EC2 instance and the volume should be in the same availability zone. Okay, now the snapshot ID, don't create volume from a snapshot. I'm going to create a fresh volume. Okay, now let's go ahead and give a tag, just name. I'll give like additional volume here. Okay, now let's go ahead, create volume. So our volume, additional volume, is created here. Okay, so it's just creating, just wait for some time to make it available. Just refresh the page. Okay, so it now available. So our volume is available now, and we want to add this volume to our existing EC2 server. So how we'll do that? We can simply go here, select action, attach volume. Okay, and you can see here, choose the EC2 instance which you want to add it, and the device name, what it says, recommended device names for Linux is dev sd1 for root volume and dev sdf2p for data volume. Suppose I want to make this volume for my data. Okay, let's go ahead and attach volume here. So now you can see the volume will be in use. Okay, it is attached. Now the volume is attached, but how we'll use that volume? How the volume can be accessed? So if I log into the EC2 server, let me just log into the EC2 server and see whether the volume is visible or not. If I go to the EC2 server here, yes, okay, I have logged into the EC2 server from my terminal. Okay, if I do df-h, let's see. So we have only our root volume. Okay, total 30 GB, right? The size was assigned 30 GB, 28 GB is available, 2.3 GB only used, the storage. Okay, the root volume storage. Now, but we cannot able to see our new volume which we attached. So there is a command to check. We can use lsblk to see the volumes and the mount point. So you can see here xvdf, which we just added, of 20 GB in size, and the mount type is disk. Okay, now what we can see, our volume is available here, but it is not visible to the, or not attached to the EC2 instances here. So what we can do, we can mount, though it is attached, but we cannot see in the file system. So we have to create a file system to use this volume. Okay, so there is some commands available here for to do that. So there is some mount volume command available. So I'm going to use to mount the volume. Okay, so let me just use this command, is called, so we are going to manually mount the volume so that we can use it. So what is this command? Sudo, I'm going to use make file system command, mkfs -t, and file system type I'm going to use xfs, and this is the name of the drive. Okay, name of the volume, dev xvdm you have to provide. Now hit enter. Okay, now let's mount the volume. Okay, first let me create a directory. I can just go ahead here, sudo mkdir. Suppose I want to create a directory, and now let's mount the device dev xvdf to data. So we'll write sudo mount, copy this one, then slash data here. Okay, so the mount has been done successfully. Now if we do df -h here, okay, we can see the root volume is 29 GB here, and the xvdf, which the volume we had created of 20 GB. Okay, and it is mounted to the data folder or data directory. Now let's go ahead and add some file into the data. We can, if you want to use this drive, okay, you can go to the data folder, whatever you want to use we can use. Okay, that there is nothing available now, you can simply add some file like test.txt or whatever file we want to, as it is under root user, so we have to use sudo test.txt. okay, so you can see here our files are created now. Now we see how we can attach a volume to the EC2 instances, and how we can set up the mount, create the file system and mount it, and how we can use it. Now let's see how we can add extra storage. Suppose we have this EBS volume and our data increased, and we need to add more volumes or more storage into the devices. Okay, so or into the EC2 server. So what we'll do, go to your volume here, suppose this additional volume, right? Select it, go here, modify volume. Okay, and if you want to increase the volume here, just increase. Suppose I want to be 50, you can do the maximum of 16,384 gigabyte. Okay, minimum 1 gigabyte and maximum is equal 16,384 gigabyte you can give it. Now I just need to modify it. See, it is not necessary to shut down your server when you are adding extra storage to the server. Okay, now if we go here, so what it says is just after adding or modifying it, it says in use but modifying. Okay, just refresh it. Optimization is in progress. So here we can see here it is optimizing, 99% is over. So we'll wait until 100% complete, and then we can see the storage will be increased to 50 gigabyte. Okay, by the time it is getting optimized, let me show you how we can add these volumes, right, to automatically add after we reboot our server. So far whatever we have done, so we manually added a volume to the EC2 server, attached the volume to the EC2 server. So next time when the server will reboot, it will detached. Okay, so how this will be continue even though we reboot our server? Okay, so there are few commands you have to execute on the server to make sure that the volume will be always attached and available to use even after reboot your server. So there are few commands available. Let me show you. So for that, what we have to do, first you have to modify the etc fs tab file. Okay, so before that, just let me show you. And here if I go cd etc, and we'll find a file called fs tab. Okay, so before modifying or doing anything, let me take a backup of this file. So let's do cp and make it as dot original. So in case anything happened, then we can revert it back. So I took a backup of this file. Now what we need, we have to run a command to verify the UUID of the device. Okay, so let's use this command. It's called blk id. We need the block id. Okay, so if you see here, for this device the block id is this one. So we need this UUID to be added into this fs tab file. Okay, so let me copy this line here. Okay, the UID, and just open using sudo vi etc fs tab. Okay, and just go to the down here, add UUID equal to, give that, and this is your root device. Okay, don't touch this one, don't remove this one. Then what we need, we have to add the volume which is mounted, the data, and then the type of the file system xfs, and then you have to just give defaults, and here you have to give no fail. I think same thing, and yeah, you have to give no fail and then 0 2. Now let's save this file. Okay, so once you save this file, it's done. So to just check it, you can reboot your server and see if the data folder or the file system is still mounted. Okay, hope you understand clearly how to create the volumes and how to attach the volumes to our EC2 server, and how we can add extra storage. Okay, now let's go ahead and check the volumes whether it is completed or not. It's still 99%. Okay, so it's completed here. You can see it is completed and it's in use. Now if I go ahead and just let me clear the screen. So if I go ahead and use lsblk here, see our xvdf drive, our volume has increased to 50 CV. So in this way you can increase the storage. Hope you understood clearly everything. If you have any doubt or any concerns, please do write me in the comment section below. I'll try to answer your queries. If you have not subscribed at my channel, please do subscribe it now. Whenever I add more videos, you'll get notified on my channel. Thank you.